Hey everybody, welcome! I am Kurt, aka the Vetruvian Gamer, and today I will be doing a run-through of Pandemic, The Cure, which is probably the little fast brother of the game over there, Pandemic, which is the Dutch version over there, so it's Pandemie where we live. Anyhow, so this is the DICE version actually of Pandemic, the game of Matt Leacock, and this has been published by Z-Man Games. Well, in this game we will be trying to eradicate 4 diseases, 4 viruses from the earth, and we have 4 colors, and as they are represented in the normal Pandemic game by cubes. In this game they are represented by these colorful dice in 4 different colors. And the world is not a big map here, no, it's represented by these 6 round cards here, cardboard pieces, and they each have a number on them, and that will be depending on the dice roll where we will put the diseases on the dice. We also have some events, but these are good events for us. We can buy these things. With dice we have put in the CDC here, and well, they can help us trying to survive. And we, of course, we have this special centerpiece here, which will show us how bad the situation is and how close we are to losing the game, actually. So, what this is going to do, I will explain while I play the game, but of course, when this marker goes all the way to this skull here, yeah, you can guess, then we lose. We also lose when we cannot draw the number of dice needed out of this bag. So if this bag of dice gets too empty, well, we also lose this game. So, but first, let's see who will be the heroes of this game. I decided I'm going to do a 3-player game today, so I will be choosing 3 out of the 7 available scientists or whatever they are, and I just do this random. I have no idea where they are, so I shuffle these a little bit and I take out 1, 2, 3, and the others go away. So which one did we not get? We did not get the scientist, the contingency planner, not the medic, which is also always bad because he's very good, and the researcher. They will not be joining us in our cause, but we did get the generalist. And the special thing about the generalist is each player gets, well, each character gets 6 dice, and you also always see which symbols are on the dice that she or he uses. But the generalist has 7 dice, so that's special. Plus the first of these symbols she rolls, that does not advance the infection rate syringe. I will explain that later. Then we have the containment specialist, who is this fellow here, and when he enters a region he can put 1 die of each color with 2 or more dice there in the treatment center. And if he can use this symbol on one of his dice to put up to 3 dice from the treatment center into the infection bag. I'll explain all these words and stuff later. And last but not least, we have the dispatcher. And well, he can move other pawns in his region to any other region for free, so that's a free action. And he can roll this helicopter symbol, and when doing so he can put that on his card here as an airlift, and he can spend the airlift to move any number of players in any single region to any other single region at any time. That's a long sentence with lots of regions. Okay, so these are our three heroes who are going to try to save the world. So I'm going to take their dice out of the box. Okay, so these are the generalist, her dice, and I'm going to explain her symbols quite quickly. So you have this airplane on the dice sometimes. That means you can use this die to move this her pawn, and they all start there at number 1. They can move the pawn to any other region of her choice, so one of the 5 others. Then we have this syringe symbol. That means she can take one of the dice, so there will be dice here later on these regions, so she can choose a die on her region and she can put it here in the treatment center, in the center part of this round, whatever it is, or she can use the syringe to put one die of the treatment center back here into the infection bag. So what is this thing? This is a vial or something. This is a little pot you can use to take a sample. So you can take one of the dice here in the treatment center and you can take it with this die and you put it somewhere on your character card, and later you can try to use the samples to find a cure. This is a ship symbol. With that you can move your pawn one further on in the world, so to an adjacent continent. And this is the infection symbol. Whenever you throw one like this die gets locked, so it's not usable anymore that round. And this thing here goes one further. And what that does, I will tell you later, but it's always bad news when those things advance. What else is there? So you have this one for the containment specialist, so he can use this dice to put 3 or less dice from the treatment center back into the infection bag. Then we have the dispatcher with this one, so if you roll this one, you can choose which thing you use, or you use the plane, or you use the syringe. And this is the helicopter, the special ability. He can keep this helicopter on his card and later he can use it to move other players. Alright, so that's the player's dice. So next up is to, well, you see, as you can see, there's nothing going on in the world, so let's change that. To start the game, we will be taking 12 dice out of this infection bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 more. 10, 12. So lots of reds and almost no blues. And well, I recently bought this dice tower and I thought, well, let's use this for this occasion. Just throw all these in. Now, all these crosses are good news normally, but in the beginning of the game it doesn't do anything and we have to roll those. Okay, so I think we have no crosses anymore. And then we always fill the board starting with the lowest number, so these are ones, so I put all these 3 dice here. Then we have a yellow number 2, a black number 3, we got this yellow 4 and black 4, also the same for the 5s, and 2 red and 1 blue number 6. Now if I would have rolled more than 3 of the same color and the same number, I would have to reroll one of those as well, because to begin the game we cannot have more than 3. And well, so that's the beginning of this game. We have our 3 characters here. We have our 12 dice on the board. We have the events we can buy if we get some crosses in the CDC. And we have this handy dandy reference card, and that says how the order of play is. So first a player gets to roll his dice or her dice and do the actions. So let's do that first. So we start here on the left with the generalist. She has 6 dice. Okay, so first of all we check if there are any of those infection symbols on it. So that's not the case. So we have, well, 5 chips, a syringe and a sample. So, well, we might as well try and get rid of some of those reds over there. So she is going to use this syringe to move one of these red dice right here into the treatment center. Let's take this out for now. What else do we have here? Well, I'd like to keep at least one of those and maybe one ship so we can move away if needed. But, well, I'm not going to use 4 ships, I guess, so let's re-roll these. Now, you can re-roll as many times as you like, unless you roll that bad symbol. At this moment we did not. So, let's see, we have another syringe, so let's just do this once more. And as we are going strong with the reds, let's already use this sample. So what this does is we take one of the dice in the treatment center and we just put it somewhere on our card or next to our card. So let's do that. Well, I've got this plane and 3 boats. Well, I really love to have at least one more syringe. So I'm going to re-roll, and as you can see now, this time we rolled one of these. So this triggers immediately, so this die cannot be used, and this syringe thingy, because it should be it's a syringe as well, goes one further. For now, nothing happens here, but we have a die less. Alright, so we have one more syringe. Let's use this once more to put one more die here in the treatment center, and I'm going to re-roll this plane. And oh, that's too bad. But wait, I was wrong. So I can ignore the first one I roll. So the first roll each turn does not advance the infection rate syringe. So this still gets blocked or locked, but only this one should have advanced the syringe over there, so I keep it like it is. And I think I will do, as a last action, I'm thinking about re-rolling this to get another sample. Should I? Yeah, I will. Yeah, let's re-roll. And it's another syringe. I'm going to keep re-rolling. Alright. Oh man, I keep rolling. Well, this dice tower is rigged. Oh no, okay, so we have what we wanted. So we take another one of these red dice from the treatment center, and we are done. So let's take this handy dandy reference sheet again. So next thing we can do is give samples to players in the same region. So why should I or would I give samples to other players? Well, normally step 3 here is try to find the cure. What we are going to do then is take our samples here and we can roll these once, and if the result of the total result is 13 or higher, we find the cure of this color of this disease. Of course, the highest number on these dice, on the blues and the reds, are 6s, so I can only roll a 12. So if I give these samples to, well, let's say the next player, he can go to another place to get some more samples from of the red dice and can try to, well, cure the disease. So I'm going to give this to the containment specialist. I'm going to skip step 3 because I don't have any samples. And then we are going to infect the regions because, well, we're playing a pandemic game. So when infecting the regions, we draw as much dice as the part we are in with this marker here. That means we get to draw 3 dice. So we draw 3 dice from the infection bag. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do this again. Yeah, counting to 3 is so difficult. So alright, so we get 2 yellows and 1 black. We roll it. We've got 2 2s and a 3. Okay. So this region over there is getting dangerously high in yellow dice, because whenever there is a 4th die of the same color on the same place, we get an outbreak. And for those who know pandemic, that means the other region gets infected as well, and well, the outbreak track moves on. So we have to try and stop that as well. It's the container specialist's turn now. He's going to roll his dice. Oh my god, this I have never ever seen this before. So I rolled 4 of these dice. Okay, but that means we are going to get to see another part of this game. So we have 4 of these locked dice already. I have no idea how that happened. That means this track is going to move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we cross this barrier, and it has this explosion symbol on it. That means the infection gets worse. And whenever that happens, we have to take all the dice in the treatment center. We have to draw the number of dice indicated by the new area here. So that's still 3. So we take 3 out of the infection bag and we roll them. Okay, so we have very bad news. So first of all, this cross means we have some things to buy events with. And well, oh man, this is not good. So we first take the lowest number, which are the 3s, and as you can see, that means we would have get 4 dice, 4 black dice here, and that means we get an outbreak already. The extra die or dice, if there are more, even more, goes to the next area, and that could trigger a new outbreak, which happily doesn't happen this time, but the outbreak track goes further 1 part. Okay, so, and we also have this red 4 here, which is not that bad. Okay, this was bad. This was, well, okay, okay, not good. So we have this die here, which we cannot use because it would remove 3 dice from the treatment center back into the bag, but there's nothing there anymore. So let's roll this again, and we get this plane here. Man, I think I will send this guy to a place where other guys can give him red samples. Or not. No, maybe I should give the red samples to the dispatcher this turn. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to reroll. Oh yeah, of course. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So we advance this once more. Wow. By the way, I'm doing this on the standard setting, on the standard difficulty. And that's the first time I am doing this, because we found it already the biggest challenge enough to do it on the intro level, which is normally only used in your first game, but this game is so hard to win already. Okay, so that was his turn. At the end of his turn, he's going to give the samples to the dispatcher. And, well, then he has to draw 3 more dice from the bag. Things are looking very grim. So 3 dice. He rolls 4. It means that it's getting dangerous over there as well. And it's getting dangerous over there as well. Okay. Wow. Over to the dispatcher, who can roll his dice. That's luckily no crappy things here. He has some syringes, some planes. Okay, so first of all, he's going to move some pawns to other regions. He's going to move the generalist over here. He's going to move the containment specialist over here. And he himself is going to use this airplane and going to fly to here as well. And then he's going to use a syringe to cure one of those red ones. He's going to use this one to take a sample. He will use another syringe to take another red one here, and he's going to reroll this one, and it's a plane. Is he going to try to take a sample, or is he going to fly somewhere else? Oh, he's going to try to get a sample. Yeah, he's forced to fly a helicopter. Well, yeah, let's keep this one for now. So he's going to keep his helicopter there, so he can use it later in another player's turn to move that player to anywhere needed. So, okay, so he's not going to give his samples to another player this time. He is going to try and roll 13 or more. And he fails. Oh, damn it. Okay, so these dice, by the way, are all different. I'm going to take this one for example. So they are not standard 1 to 6 dice. So as you can see, red has one, not only one time one, but two. He's got 2 6s. He's got 1 4 and 1 cross. So I could use that one there to buy. No, it's not. It's too expensive, the left one. So, okay, so we failed to find the cure. It goes back here. And we have to infect the world again with some more disease. We have these 3 dice, and we roll a 4, a 5, and another red 6. Okay, so no outbreaks. Okay, so time for the generalist. She's got now she gets only 5 dice, of course, because 2 of her dice are locked over there for the samples. Alright, no infection or hazard dice, but what did we get? And where the hell is she? Well, she is right over there together with the dispatcher. So I think she's going to use this sample here to take the last red die here, and later on she can give it to the dispatcher. And I think I'm going to send her somewhere else. And I think I'm going to use the dispatcher's helicopter to send the generalist to a place where it's dangerous. So I might as well send her over here. And there she is going to use a syringe to remove a black one. She's going to use another syringe to remove another black one. Then she is going to reroll one of these ships, and it's a syringe again, and she might as well move with the ship. She's going to the ship, she's going to travel over there, and then with the last syringe she is going to take another black one away from there. Then she is going to, oh crap, I forgot that she wanted to give the sample to the dispatcher. Oh, stupid. Okay, so that's not good. She will give the sample to the containment specialist. Maybe he ends his turn at the dispatcher's turn. But first we're going to infect some more regions with these 3 dice. There we go, we have a black 3. I'm lucky I removed something over there. We've got a yellow 4 and a blue 6, making it very dangerous where our dispatcher is. And then we go to the containment specialist turn, and let's hope it does not roll the same thing as last turn, because this is just crazy. There we go. Well, he rolled 1, but that's better than what he rolled before. So we advance this track by 1, meaning we are 1 away from a new infection outburst here. Then we are going to use the syringe here to remove another one of those. And then we can use his special ability as it should be. So, as you can see, when entering a region, we can put 1 die of each color with 2 or more dice in there in the treatment center. So, first of all, he's going to take the ship. He's going to move over there, which is Europe. And there are 2 or more dice of the yellows over there, so he gets to remove 1 just like that. Then he's going to take the plane, and he's flying all the way here, and he can remove 1 of these 2 each. Also goes in the treatment center. And then he's taking his last plane, and he flies all the way to the dispatcher. And it means also these 2 go into the treatment center. And that's all his dice. And at the end of the turn, he is going to give his sample to the dispatcher, who is very happy with that. And he is going to roll his dice, but not before we infect some more regions. Let's hope we don't. If we get one of those. Oh crap, man, this. Alright, a red 1, it's not that bad. A black 3, well, luckily we removed 1, and a yellow 5, which puts that region in danger of an outbreak. And now, this guy is not allowed to roll any one of these hazard symbols, otherwise shit will hit the fan. Yeah. Okay, so we have this symbol. So if this activates, that means we pass another threshold here, meaning all these dice will get rerolled and infect the world. So we are going to use this 1 cross here on the CDC to pay for this containment attempt card, which costs 1 of those dice, as you can see. And we can get to reroll 1 player die with a biohazard result before it takes effect. So we are going to do that. It means we get to reroll this one. Luckily we rolled a helicopter. This card gets replaced by the next one immediately. And let's see what we can do here, because we really need to do some damage control. We have 3 syringes, which is good news, and we are going to use them all now to clear up some of this central treatment area. So we are going to use the syringe to remove a black 1, another one to remove, well, another black 1 maybe, and another syringe to remove, let's say, a yellow 1. They all go back into the infection bag. And then we still have this helicopter here. I'm not going to re-roll that one. I don't want this to be removed and to infect everything else again. So I can give my samples to the containment specialist, but I'm not going to do that because I will try to roll 13 or more and find the cure for the red disease. And we rolled, oh man, we rolled so bad. We rolled a 9. Oh man. These things are looking very grim. Most of the games I played, we get a cure very fast. The first cure very fast. And honestly, the red one is the most easy one to cure because it has 6s and 4s on it. Okay, so that means that didn't work. That means we end this round of his. So he has to infect 3 more regions with these 3 dice. And we fail to roll any crosses. We do have an outbreak here, so we move the extra die to the next place, and we move this to number 2, and we have a blue 6, which does nothing. And I think that's it for this video. We are doing very poorly. Let's hope in the next video things will go our way, but for that I will invite you for my next video, which will be here soon. I thank you all for watching this one. I hope you like it. Feel free to do some commenting below. If you see some mistakes, be sure to tell it so. You can follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Board Game Geek. I'm under the name of Vetruvian Gamer. That's VE, Vetruvian Gamer. And well, thank you all for watching, and I see you guys in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.